Hello, you guys. Welcome back to Marcella's World. So, today we are on chapter 14 and we are dealing with healing low self esteem while in an unhealthy relationship. So, as you guys might know, if you already have childhood trauma or some sort of trauma, it can directly affect how you feel about yourself as a whole. And when you are in an unhealthy relationship, especially a relationship that um, mirrors back at you, um, that you are not worthy or that you are not good enough or that you're not a good person, that you it's just like a bunch of criticism and a bunch of negative views on you, it can definitely be hard for you to build self-esteem while it's being torn down at the same time. And it can really start to feel like you take two steps forward and then three steps back, you know? So, but most of the time, that is because although the self esteem is being built, it's not really cemented. Like you really are not understanding how great you are. You're not really loving yourself to the fullest degree. If somebody can tell you something about yourself that you know is not true. So, if by chance you are building your self esteem and someone is making you believe opposite of what you are supposed to be learning about yourself, then that means it's not really solid yet. You really have to continue to work on it because it will get to a point as you really start to love yourself, as you really start to like really dig deep into you and really like start to do um what do you call it, help me, my brain just went blank, y'all. You start to do some inner child work, as you start to do like self-care, that type of thing. Y'all, let me tell you, you will get to a point where you nobody can tell you nothing about you. Nobody can tell you, you can't make me feel bad about myself. You can't make me feel like I'm not this and I know I am. So as it all kind of comes from healing. It all starts and ends with healing. As you heal, it becomes difficult for someone else to convince you opposite of what the truth is. And you got to believe that if you are worthy, if you are wonderful, if you are an amazing person, and you believe that, can't nobody tell you the sky is burgundy when you know it's blue. You understand? Can't nobody tell you opposite of what you know to be true. So it's just that simple that nobody can tell you nothing opposite of what you already know. So, if you are in a relationship where somebody, because obviously, if a person is saying negative or bad things about you or pouring negativity toward you, they have some type of trauma or have some type of thing with their selves. Because if you really deep in your heart know that you what you put out is what you get back, then I would be afraid to, you know, treat somebody wrong because it's ultimately going to come right back on you. But sometimes in a healthy relationship, it's not just one person. It's just evidence that the two people are just not growing in the same direction anymore. And with the two not growing in the same direction anymore, sometimes there's friction that happens because you're growing at different paces and all that. But regardless of the circumstance, in order for you to combat any further trauma from an unhealthy relationship, you have to heal previous trauma. And not only do you have to heal previous trauma, you have to really, really have a deep seated belief in who you are, because that's the only way that people can't sell you lies, is if you know the truth. And the truth is the real truth, not you doing bad things, you doing mean things, you mistreating people, you being grimy, but you telling yourself, I'm a good person. That's, let me tell the truth to yourself. The worst lie to be is a liar to yourself. And the best knowledge to have is knowledge of self. So be honest with yourself. That's the only way you're going to grow. That's the only way you're going to get better. Okay. So that is my advice on how to heal low self-esteem while in an unhealthy relationship. Is to believe more than anything in the world that you are great. And if you don't believe that you're great, become greater, be better, do better things so that you can attract better things. Okay. So thank you guys for coming to this video. If you have any other advice on this topic, make sure you leave it down in the comment section below. And if you have not seen the last chapters, make sure you go back and binge watch the last chapters, because it's a little nugget in every single one of the videos that any person can benefit from. Even if the topic doesn't say that, it is pretty universal on the information that's in it. So thank you. Hope that you guys share these videos with somebody who might need it. And until next time. Bye.